Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode, very special new UEFA Champions League episode here on this ESPNFC YouTube channel. First of all, subscribe, like this video, turn the notifications on, and comment below because the good things that we're going to comment with Gemma are going to be amazing. First of all, this Friday morning has took place in Switzerland, this UFL draw. We're going to be the main games in between Atletico Madrid, who's going to face Man City. Chelsea is going to face Real Madrid, just like semifinals, like last year's semifinals. Villarreal will face Bayern Munich, and Benfica is going to play against Liverpool. I think Liverpool is going to be one of the luckiest teams in this UEFA Champions League draw. In the quarterfinals, first leg, the first week in April, and the second week of April. Gemma, first of all, Chelsea, Real Madrid, just like last year's semifinals. Who do you think is going to go through? Welcome.
Hola, Rodrigo. Well, I think it's different this time because Real Madrid are at their best. They weren't at their best when they met both teams on the semifinals last year. It was a different kind of match. They played in Valdebebas. Now they are going to be playing in Santiago Bernabeu. The second leg is at home at the Santiago Bernabeu. So for all these reasons, plus the crisis that Chelsea, I know he's doing well in football, but of course they cannot forget what's happening with everything related to his former president and Russia. So I think Real Madrid are favorites. Even they are fighting. They will be fighting against defending champions Chelsea, and I think Chelsea were champions last year because they were very secure in defense, and this year it's changing a little bit. It's still a very tough team on the back, but not as much reliable as they used to be. That's my opinion. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, Chelsea, I think it could be. I mean, I think it's a very equal knockout because Real Madrid comes, right after the PSG elimination, and I think they are released in terms of physically the Carlo Ancelotti's team. They arrive really well. Let's see what happens in the next 2 weeks, and hopefully let's see what happens on Sunday against Barcelona at the Clásico. But I think they are kind of released, and they get to that knockout very, very calm down. So I think Real Madrid can repeat and get even better than last year against Chelsea. They did really well, and finally Chelsea was the champion of the trophy. Let's see what happens in that game, and let's see what happens in another game, which is going to be really tough because maybe they know each other very, very, very well, not only because of what they did in Spain in La Liga when Barcelona was coached by Guardiola and Atletico Madrid by Simeone, but also because they were facing each other when Guardiola was coach of Bayern Munich. I'm talking about this game in between Man City and Atletico Madrid. Very equal and very different styles, Gemma.
Yes, it's a clash of styles, a battle of two different ways to understand football. I think it's such an interesting tie, this one really is. And you know that little story that when Diego Pablo Simeone wanted to be a coach, he asked Pep Guardiola to go and visit one of his trainings. And Guardiola said, of course, yes, you can come. And after the training, they went to have coffee. And Simeone said, yeah, you train well, but I really don't like what you do. And this, I think, defines everything we're going to be seeing in this Atletico Madrid, Manchester City. Of course, all the Spanish teams wanted to avoid either Bayern or Man City. But in this case, Atletico Madrid, I think, for the way Pep Guardiola plays, from the way that Man City will face these two matches, I think they will have a chance because it's a very strong team in defense. I think they are back to his best shape right now, Simeone's team. And for Pep Guardiola, Simeone or Atletico de Madrid has been his kryptonite. So if there is a team who has chances to eliminate, who for me it's the favorite at this stage, this team is Atletico Madrid.
Well, let's see what happens in between the very different sides, such as Man City and Atletico Madrid. I know, thanks to the sources that we have on Man City and Atletico Madrid, that they respect each other a lot. So I think it's going to be a great spectacle in between both sides. Let's move on.
And let's talk. Time, Rodri, they face each other. That's curious.
You mean Man City and Atletico Madrid?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. By the way, Atletico Madrid will return to the UK, where they always win. They got Chelsea out like 4 or 5 years ago. They took Liverpool out 3 years ago, and they just got eliminated Man United. So let's see if Atletico Madrid keeps like that in the UK. Let's move on to Germany. Bayern Munich against Villarreal. Do we agree that Bayern Munich is the main favorite to go through?
Yeah, Rodri, I think we have to say that he's one of the favorites, Bayern Munich, and he's facing one of the two underdogs on these quarterfinals, I think Villarreal. I think there are two factors here. One is that the second leg is in the Allianz Arena, which makes it even more difficult for Villarreal. And then the other thing that makes me doubt a little thing is how will be Unai Emery defense when they go to this tie, because they have been struggling with fitness problems. Let's see if Juan Foyth is there. So I think it's difficult for them, but no one was expecting them to win the Europa League last season. They managed to do it. Probably no one was expecting them eliminating Juventus Stadium. Juventus, they not only do that, they win 3-0 in the Juventus Stadium. So it can be a surprise. Unai Emery has proved to be a very good coach when talking about knockout stages. And so they already did what they have to do, is reach these quarterfinals in the Champions League. It's already for, Villarreal, it's a little town of a little bit more than 50,000 inhabitants. So it's already a big success enough for them.
They played 2 games in between Villarreal and Bayern Munich, 2 wins for the German side and 5 goals for the German side, only 1 for Villarreal. And what about Liverpool? Liverpool is going to face Benfica. Everyone wanted either Villarreal or Benfica, and Liverpool has been maybe the luckiest side of this draw. Do you agree with that, or do you think the Liverpool will have to take, not be that confident against Benfica that maybe they don't really have the best side of this knockout?
Yeah, I think Liverpool are favorites. It's true that at this stage of knockouts, you cannot say nothing is easy, but impossible is nothing as well. So for me, Benfica are the underdog of these quarterfinals. Liverpool should go through because I think Jurgen Klopp's squad are back to that Liverpool that won the Champions League in Madrid a couple of seasons ago. So they are back at their best. They are in a powerful moment. They are fighting for the English Premier League as well. And of course, Benfica, they also been unlucky with the way that the second leg will be played in Anfield. So for me, this tie is probably the more clear that Liverpool is the favorite.
And every time Liverpool comes or goes to Portugal, they got really, really great results. Let's see the chance to win this title of UEFA Champions League according to 538 Soccer Power Index, because this is quite nice. We're talking about the odds to advance to semifinals. Like, for example, we could see like Liverpool is favorite against Benfica, 90%. Man City favorite to Atletico Madrid, 81%. Bayern Munich, 79%. And Chelsea, 56% against Real Madrid. Do you agree? What are your predictions on these kind of games, Gemma?
I agree with everything but the last one, this Chelsea Real Madrid. I understand it's a statistic, but in these numbers, there's not the atmosphere and situations. It cannot be there. So I think in that last tie, for me, Real Madrid are slightly favorites, even though Real Madrid has never beat Chelsea in 5 previous meetings.
Well, let's see if they break that record. And I do agree that Real Madrid, how they are right now, the moment in this part of the season, they could go through and get Chelsea eliminated because they got those issues or legal issues in the Premier League against the government and all these things. Well, let's see. Like this video, comment below if you do agree with Gemma and with me, or if you have any different approaches on this draw. And well, please subscribe. Thank you very much, Gemma. See you next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.